What's up, guys? This is not my typical video. I'm in my garage and I'm gonna make prison burritos. Why? Because I can. Because the isolation quarantine's going on and because I wanted to do a fun video. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, hit the like and subscribe button. My name is Eric. It's all about mental health, mental illness, suicide awareness, sobriety, making sure that nobody goes it alone in life, chilling in my garage, making prison burritos, and having a little bit of fun. So hit that like and subscribe button. I am not a doctor. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a counselor. I'm none of that. I do a lot when it comes to this though, because you know what? I don't want anybody to go it alone. Losing a wife and a father to suicide was a lot. I am a recovering addict of alcohol and cocaine. Now, I never ever ended up in prison. I don't know how I never ended up in prison, but I never did. I should have with the amount of cocaine I was doing and alcohol I was doing. Never got a DUI or anything of that sort. Did have a lot of friends who went to prison though. Making a prison burrito. So 3 ingredients is all you really need. This is probably the cheapest and least amount to spend in a commissary. Yes, I know all about commissaries and stuff. I've had friends that are busted. I live in California, so I have had a couple different friends who've spent some time with the local authorities due to what is transported from Mexico to America. I do know about the commissaries and I do know about putting cards on the on your books. So, Flaming Hot Cheetos, you can get these in the commissary. Slim Jims, 2 of them in the commissary. Gotta have your ramen noodles. All this available in the commissary. So, let's start making our prison burrito. These are simple. It's actually something that's kind of fun if you want your kids throwing up, especially during this outbreak, because they're home and have nothing to do and you're tired of making slime, make them a prison burrito. So let's do this. So in making this, the things that you'll have in prison, this, I'm not gonna sit and make a shank, so I'm gonna go with the razor blade instead, which is very, very different. I mean, there are shanks and there are shivs. There's a difference between the two. So this is my blade that I'm gonna use. You also can get baggies in the commissary. So I'm using a Ziploc bag. The only thing that I'm gonna do a little different is I'm gonna use scissors for the Slim Jim because I don't really wanna spend like all the time sitting here picking and peeling because again, I'm not in prison right now and I have the ability to use scissors. So I'm going to use scissors to my enlightenment. When you're in prison, it doesn't really matter because you have so much time on your hands, you're gonna do whatever you can to kill that time. So let's get to it. So the first thing that you start doing is the Cheetos. Just start busting up the Cheetos. Now, you're not really gonna be able to break them too much in the bag. The bag is the easiest place to start, and it's probably hard as hell to hear me over this, but start in the bag and just start mashing this shit up. Easiest hack, pop just a little hole, not a big hole, little hole. The bigger the hole, now all of a sudden you're gonna have everything like spraying all over the place. Little hole, keeps it all in one spot. I'm not sure how well of a job I'm gonna do on this. So I also know what these things taste like. If anyone has ever made a good prison burrito, please find me the video or shoot me an email because I love like weird food. That's why when I found out how to make these from people, I'm like, dude, I'm in, until I realized that these are gross. If you are eating the same shit every day, it's a delicacy. It gives you something different to eat. Why not? I will tell you this. If you are free, you will not be eating any of the things that you find in prison. Oh, and my hole wasn't big enough, so it started to leak out the bottom. So we're just gonna toss that on the side. Now, if you are in prison, like that shit ain't going to the side, trust me. It isn't. Pop open the ramen. Pop open the ramen. Easiest thing, you got your baggie. Our Cheetos are already busted up, so I'm just gonna dump the Cheetos in now because I don't wanna keep making a mess all over the place. It'll also help you kind of mash it up even more. So let's just dump the Cheetos in the bag. Actually not as bad as I thought it would be. I thought they'd be a lot more chunkier. They actually aren't. So that's the Cheetos in the bag. You're gonna bust them up a little bit more though because you gotta get this shit grinded up. Because the more that it's mashed up, the more that it kind of will like blob together and won't be loose. Because the worst part is like actually taking the time to do this and then finding out that, oh, it's all just, So now we got the ramen noodles. Take the ramen noodles. Now the flavor packet in here is what's gonna give you your taste. Now the one thing that you can do with the ramen noodles, you can mix in the flavor packet Or you can actually use it, put it on the top. A lot of times what people will end up doing is they will take the flavor packets and they'll put it on the top of the burrito instead of mixing it in. I'm gonna actually end up mixing it in with the burrito, but you wanna bust this stuff up. Now this is the base that holds your burrito together. Ramen is like the key ingredient. Now the one thing that a lot of times people will also add to it is hot sauce or different types of hot sauce. It is available to you in commissaries. Again, if you're watching this, I hope that you've never really been to prison or been to jail. I wish that experience upon nobody. I'm glad that, again, even doing all the shit that I did in life, I'm glad that I never ended up there. The ironic thing was there was a time in my life that I wanted to go to prison because I wanted to get sober. And I knew if I went, maybe it would help me get sober. Maybe it'd be the wake-up call I needed. That's how fucked in the head I was in my addiction. Blew lots and lots of money on it. All right, now for the Slim Jim. Now I'm not gonna sit here and I'm not gonna tear up the Slim Jims because that's normally what you would do, is sit and like rip this shit up. I don't know why I just cut this thing open even like that. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Dude, I just made this impossible to open up because of not even thinking about it and literally like, oh, hey, I got scissors. What do you know? Let me do the scissors. There you are. This is a key protein ingredient to your burrito. Now I'm doing it really, really ghetto style where I'm not even like mixing it all out. I'm gonna put it into the bag and mix it. Now, if you want to keep kids and stuff like busy, have them fucking sit there and tear this all up. Like, trust me, like this, you can make like this be like an hour-long activity in your household. Come on, baby. Again, this is the number one rule of a Slim Jim. Don't tear it open how you're not supposed to. Dude, I cannot believe this. This has become like the impossible task now. Now the thing is, you can put too many ingredients in here that will just, you got to remember, it's already not great to begin with. So the more shit that you add to it, the more that it's probably going to taste really, 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 really bad. Just like Prim or prune, whatever the juice is. I'm a hardcore alcoholic. I had friends that were like, dude, let me make this for you now. I already know that the fermentation allows you to get drunk. I really just don't feel like experiencing that, but thank you. I'd rather go down and buy my alcohol. All right, so I'm not going to put both Slim Jims because, well, I like Slim Jims and I don't want to waste one. And I went and bought these and I want to enjoy them. So there is our baggie. As you can kind of see, it's nastiness, but you got beef jerky in there. You got ramen noodles in there broken up, and you have the hot Cheetos broke up. Now, the more and more that you put in, the easier and easier it is. Once we have this, seal the bag up. It doesn't matter too much how you seal the bag because you're not, this is really just the let's get it all mixed together phase now. Seal the bag. Oh yeah, there we go. All right. It's funny because not all of it, but there is a decent amount. Slim Jim that kind of rises to the top, but there we go. So that is your final ingredient. As you can see, it's all mixed together. Now for the next part is the water. Water is the key ingredient, and the water has to be hot water. Don't use cold water. Trust me on it. All right, so water ratio is important. So this is my hot water. When you're in prison, you probably don't have access to hot water, but the water amount is actually important. I got the coughs. The amount that you put in is important. So you don't want to dump this whole thing in here. This whole thing in here would ruin it. I would actually dump in about half of this because you want it to really soak up and get kind of solid and blend together. So this is hot water right here. Of course, in jail, you probably don't have the hot water. So as you can see, there is still a decent amount of water left. So now that the water's in there, I am going to mix this up, and it just gets all gooey. As you can see, like, it looks like SpaghettiOs in there with like meatballs, if only that was the case. And now what I want to do is get all of the air out. The air is out, and there lies my burrito. Give you guys a close-up of the burritos. There she be. There is our burrito. We're gonna leave this here for about 20 minutes to let it all kind of absorb in, because you can see the water there. It's not probably as airtight as I want it to be, but again, I have other things I actually wanted to get done today besides just making burritos. So I'm gonna let this thing set. All right, so 20 minutes has went by and the burrito is pretty much there. It is a lot more solid, as you can see, than the looseness that it was when I first mixed in the water. This is going to be the grossest, most disgusting thing I ever ate. Now I do have my chicken packet aside. Don't have any paper plates or anything, so we're going to normal plate. Gonna smack down the burrito. I don't have anything, so we got to keep it legit. So we're going with the razor blade slice open on this one. Don't really want to cut into my burrito too much. As you can hear the roommate babies, that's why I have been filming lately out in my garage. Cause, well, she's loud. Let's see how this baby came out. I haven't made one of these in a really, really long time. I know how nastiness these are. Dude, I need a new razor blade. If I was in jail right now with this, I'm screwed, because this cutting ability is not there. All right, so we got this busted open. There we go. Burrito time. All right. Let's see how this is. So you take your chicken packet. Gonna sprinkle this on top, give it a little bit of seasoning. If you have hot sauce or anything, you put the hot sauce on top. I'm not gonna mix in too much. You can mix it in at the time of eating, but like if you mix it on top, the difference is the flavor is that much like stronger to overwhelm the other flavors. So here we are. It's actually not bad. It's actually a little spicy. This actually came out pretty good. I don't know if it's because I'm bored of everything that's going on, or it's legit good. You'll give it. I almost think I could eat the whole thing. Yep. Very, very salty though. But that is your prison burrito. So if you are bored and you have nothing else to do and you have ramen noodles, you have Slim Jim, and you have hot, spicy Cheetos, go grab that, mix it all together, and you can make yourself a prison burrito also. If you haven't hit the like and subscribe button, hit that like and subscribe button. I'm actually probably going to sit and eat the rest of this. Actually, it's actually that good. Except it's salty, so I'm going to be bloated as all hell. But it is definitely different. So you got to try it out. Hit the like and subscribe button. Comment down below. In the description, I do have links to all my different social medias. I don't normally do videos like this. I do them every now and then, but you can check out all the different social medias when it comes to mental health, mental illness. Even have links down below to the mental health peer-to-peer support community. Even things to Amazon, like fidget cubes, fidget spinners, things that I use when I'm struggling with anxiety to help me fight through, all the way down to a link to BetterHelp, because it's trial and error to find out what works for you. So hit that like and subscribe button. I'm going to dive in on this and enjoy the rest of the day.